the famous Homer Spit, halibut capital of the world. Get ready for stunning scenery, exciting activities, and a taste of the Alaskan spirit. Welcome, friends, to part 10 of our Epic Alaskan RV Adventure, where we explore the town of Homer on the Kenai Peninsula. We travel from Seward on the east end of the peninsula to Homer on the southwest side. Please join us. Well, good morning. The time has come for us to leave the beautiful city of Seward and head across to the other side of the Kenai Peninsula. We'll say goodbye to our local eagle friend. He's been hanging out in this same spot for our entire stay. And we're sure glad that we didn't have another long RV parked in front of us. That might have made getting out of here quite a challenge. We didn't really know what to expect at Seward, and we were pleasantly surprised. There's so much to see and explore around here, and we just scratched the surface. We will be back when time permits for a more extended stay. Back on the Seward Highway, we'll get to see it from a different perspective. And while cloudy this morning, it's not forecast to rain, at least not on this side of the peninsula. Although construction started on this road in 1923, due to complications with the terrain, the road was not completed with pavement until 1952. And then in 1964, the devastating Alaskan earthquake caused a 20-mile section of the highway to be submersed under the waterline of the Turnagain Arm, requiring another 2 years to repair. In 2000, this highway earned the distinction of being an all-American road, one of only 37 in the country, and the highest level of recognition for a scenic byway. As we approach Kenai Lake, we're going to try to do something we couldn't do on the way down here. The largest lake on the peninsula, Kenai Lake, is about 22 miles long and formed like a zigzag. Glaciers carved out this vast basin long ago, leaving behind the vibrant turquoise lake that we see today. This popular lake offers a wealth of recreational opportunities and is the birthplace of the legendary Kenai River, famed for its incredible salmon fishing. The Alaska Railroad passes right by Kenai Lake, providing passengers with incredible views. Seaplanes are a very common sight here in Alaska. We drive through the quaint town of Moose Pass, a classic Alaskan community, and eventually end up at Turn Lake, where we'll head west towards Homer on the Alaska 1. Is that a bevy of swans we see off to the left? We'll have to pull over here and see if we can't get a closer look. Fortunately, this pull-off is big. If you're traveling this way, you should stop here and take a look around. There seems to be an abundance of wildlife here. These folks spot some Dall sheep up on the mountain, but they're really far away. Now we're passing through Cooper Landing, gateway to the legendary Kenai River and its incredible salmon runs. Wish we had more time here. Remember Kenai Lake from our drone flight? Look at this, we're on the opposite end now. It's simply immense. Yes, if you're a salmon fisherman, this is the place to be during the summertime. You'll see folks lined up and down the banks, all hoping for the big one. And now, as we head further west, we run into some weather again. But this is not supposed to last, and later today it's supposed to be nice in Homer. The coast draws closer, and with it, more signs of civilization. We pass the town of Sterling, followed by Soldotna, where the charm of a small town meets the vast Alaskan wilderness. Heading south to Homer reveals a unique contrast, the charm of seaside villages against the rugged grandeur of the Alaskan landscape. This stunning coastal highway is dotted with inviting RV parks and campgrounds. Tempting as they are, we're holding out for our spot on the Homer Spit. And now we hit the city of Homer itself. Now we just have to figure out how to get out onto the Spit. And it's actually really easy. You just keep going straight. Now we're on the Spit, surrounded by ocean on both sides. I don't think we're staying there. Now this is looking more like it. We booked a full hookup site at Heritage RV Park in Homer. Because we're doing full hookups, we won't be overlooking the ocean, but we didn't dump back at Seward and we really need the full hookups. Let's go check in. This is a pretty nice setup they have here, with a coffee shop, restaurant, viewing deck, and all the amenities you would expect from a highly rated RV park. And check-in is a breeze. We're in and out of here in minutes. If you need to grab a few souvenirs, you'll find plenty of options in the gift shop. Hey, I think I hear someone calling our name. Dean is out on his morning run and noticed our rig. We last met in Quartzsite, Arizona, in what seems like an age ago. That's one of the things we love about the RV life. You never know when and where you might meet up with friends on the road. Well, here's our spot. Though it's a bit tight, it has that full hookup, which is huge for us. We're just here for a night, and we'll take full advantage of this. There's spots down there with some amazing seafront views, but I don't think they offer sewer. Yes, this spot's going to work just fine for us. In fact, I think we're right next to the Wi-Fi. Well, we finally made it. Originally, we were going to skip Homer, but we were convinced by fellow travelers this was a must-see spot. As we have just one day here, we're wasting no time in getting out and exploring the area. It looks like they got quite a bit of rain recently, but it's supposed to be nice for the rest of today and tomorrow. Driving down the Homer Spit, you can really feel the beach community vibe, with shops and restaurants lining both sides of Highway 1. It's a unique mix of Alaskan practicality and touristy charm. You can grab a world-famous halibut sandwich, pick up some souvenirs, or book a fishing charter, all within a few steps. And if you're interested, from here you can grab a ferry to a number of popular destinations, including Kodiak and Seldovia. Alaska 1 is also known as the Purple Heart Trail, honoring those brave soldiers who were wounded or killed in combat. We're starting to get hungry, and with so many restaurants to choose from, it's quite a challenge picking one. Do we go for the upscale dining experience with breathtaking views? Or maybe something more casual where we can kick back and relax? Decisions. It seems this search will be best completed on foot, and fortunately, there's one last spot in the parking lot. Now, let's get a closer look. Captain Patty's is a famous casual spot. Let's take a look inside. Unfortunately, they have a wait, and we're hoping to sit down, but it does look great. Across the street is a place called the Harbor Grill. They get good reviews on Google, so let's see if they have a spot for us. But first, let's detour over here and see what these water taxis are all about. Open but nobody home. We'll take a pamphlet and read it later. Looks like a popular destination is the Ketchimak Bay State Park. That would be fun if we had more time. Okay, back to the current mission. Harbor Grill looks pretty good, and the people leaving have been smiling, which is always a good sign. It looks like the lunch rush is over here, and they have room for us. The menu looks good, with some tasty appetizers catching our eyes. And get a load of this table, with a view overlooking the harbor. Everything on the menu looks great. We're going to order the clams, calamari, and the seafood chowder. Here's the food, and it looks amazing. The clams are bathed in a flavorful broth of tomatoes, fennel, red pepper, and a blend of aromatic spices. The calamari is fried to a perfect golden crisp, while the aroma of the simmering chowder, rich with the scent of fresh seafood, is simply intoxicating. Yeah, we'd say it was okay. On a warmer day, eating out here on the deck would be fantastic. And look at this boardwalk. What a perfect way to end our meal. A nice walk along the harbor. Look at this. It looks like a converted bus you can rent, so you can stay right here on the harbor. How fun is that? Now, there's one stop in Homer we feel compelled to make. The legendary Salty Dawg Saloon. This place is a true Homer icon, steeped in history and brimming with character. The Salty Dawg actually started its life in 1897 as one of the very first cabins built in Homer, shortly after the town was established. It served many purposes over the years, including as a post office, railroad station, grocery store, and even a coal mining office. Don't let the quiet exterior fool you. It's a full-blown party inside. We're packed in like sardines, but hey, that's part of the charm. Forget credit cards, folks. At the Salty Dawg, it's all about the green stuff. And judging by the decor, they're doing just fine without the plastic. The challenge here is going to be finding an empty spot to pin our dollar. It seems like every inch of this place is covered. And it's not just the main bar. Every room in this place is pasted with dollar bills. It's like a museum of money. You think there's a change machine in here that takes dollar bills? Just imagine all the stories pinned to these walls in this place. Every dollar bill here represents someone who walked through these doors, had a drink, maybe made a friend, and left a little piece of themselves behind. It's like a living, breathing scrapbook of the Salty Dawg's history. Finally, a spot opens at the bar. Grab it. Cheers to Alaska. We couldn't resist trying some local brews. This is the life. And guess what? There happens to be a little spot on the pillar right next to the bar that seems made for us. We've officially made our mark on the Salty Dawg. If you see it, give it a pat on the head for us and let us know in the comments. Continuing our stroll around town, we explore some other restaurants and shops on our way back to the truck. The Homer Spit has something for everyone. Whether you're looking for souvenirs, fresh seafood, or just a fun place to wander around, you'll find it here. And the best part is, you can explore it all on foot. And of course, it wouldn't be Alaska without ice cream, right? Let's head up the spit and see what's happening there. We understand bald eagles often hang out on the beach up here. Well, look at that. This is not something we would normally associate with Alaska. But heck, they have plenty of wind. These folks are pretty good. Look at that! Alas, no eagles, but the windsurfers were well worth seeing. Thankfully, it stays light very late up here, and we have plenty of time to continue touring the spit. We gaze across towards Halibut Cove, a charming little community nestled in the Kenai Peninsula. You can grab a water taxi there to explore it for the day. The Homer Spit stretches out into Kachemak Bay, creating a more sheltered harbor area. It's like it's partially dividing the bay from the larger Cook Inlet. The Spit is a 4.5-mile-long gravel bar that was formed by glacial activity thousands of years ago. It's a classic example of a terminal moraine, a pile of debris pushed forward by a glacier. The end of the Spit is known for its strong currents and deep water, making it a prime spot for surf fishing. You never know what you might reel in here. Halibut, salmon, rockfish, the possibilities are endless. Land's End Resort lies at the end of the Spit, with fantastic views of the bay. There are several RV parks right on the Spit. Heritage, where we're staying, and to the left here is the Homer Spit campground. And just on the other side of the harbor is Fishing Hole Campground. That's built around the Nick Dudiak Fishing Lagoon, offering campers easy access to fishing, kayaking, and other waterfront activities. Now looking off the other side of the Spit, we see the seas are a bit more active. From here, we look out at Seldovia, a historic village with roots in the Alaskan native Sugpiaq culture. It was once a major trading post and fishing center. We're hoping to catch a glimpse of some of those bald eagles today, as they're often seen along the beaches here, but it looks like they're playing hide and seek with us this time. Maybe next time we'll have better luck. Well, it's getting late, and we're going to head back to camp and cook dinner. We don't usually eat so late. And just like that, steak at midnight. We'll see you tomorrow at the Russian River Campground. Thanks for watching.